Yeah, y'all get ready, buckle up for the livest podcast. Hawk Talk, ready to serve it, built to last. Where the players and the fans collide, let's ride. Get the realest perspective from the ones who've been inside the huddle. Dave DeRosa spit the facts since training camp with Walt the third, the Super Bowl champ. They lived it, breathed it, played it, displayed it to the 12, so you know they word is highly rated. Lock in, like, and follow like a hollow point. Mind-blowing facts, Walt and Dave all anoint as true legends. Grab a cold one and favorite snacks as two Seahawks legends bring the relevant stats. Hawk Talk, let's get it. No cap, unless it's Seahawks fitted. Upcoming matchups plus predictions. Hawk Talk, the best in the business. Time
Hawk Talk, ride with us, ride with us. We all about them Seahawks. Hawk Talk, slide with us, slide with us. Green, blue, and gray, that's what we rock. Hawk Talk, ride with us, ride with us. Glad to hear y'all dropped in. Hawk Talk, slide with us, slide with us. Walt and Dave get locked in, and let's go.
Hey guys, what's going on? Dave DeRosa and Walter Thurman III. Another week of Hawk Talk. How you doing, Walt?
How you doing? I'm doing good.
Good.
Yeah.
Can you see me, hear me? I'm back on my laptop, as you can tell, because I couldn't figure out this doggone phone. I don't know.
You're good. You're good.
All right, as long as you can kind of see me, and actually this is like a filter, so I don't look so bad. I don't know if I want it really clear right now.
Hey, it's like that sometimes, man.
I'm gonna be 61.
61.
December
okay.
1st.
Looking good, man. Looking good. 61. December 1st?
Yeah.
And my daughter's birthday is December 2nd.
Is that right? We'll let see who has more candles. Hey, it'll be a math question for her. So
Right.
how you doing, buddy? So yesterday we had the big watch party, Monday night watch party. I was hoping because of your coaching schedule that you could finally make it, but then you had to get an MRI. How did it turn out?
I'll find out the results in the next couple of days.
Okay.
I got in a car accident like a month ago, ladies and gentlemen. And so I had to get a follow-up on the x-ray.
Yeah.
Or x-rays and an MRI and stuff like that. So just making sure everything is copacetic.
So yeah, but you shared with me you still have cat-like reflexes, but you didn't. Say,
during the accident, yeah. I mean, it was.
Yeah, but you didn't say.
It could have been a lot worse.
Okay, but you didn't say who was at fault.
Oh, they were at fault.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I avoided. She could have got T-boned, and I avoided that situation and sacrificed the vehicle there in a planner. So.
Oh wow!
But it could have been bad. Yeah, it could have been bad.
So did you total yours?
Yeah, the car got totaled.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. You get a new car.
Yeah, it's funny because we have the exact same car.
What?
It's a Volvo. It's safe.
Do you really drive a Volvo?
I got a Volvo, yeah. SUV, yeah.
Okay. Well, you know
all the kids. I mean, we got to be protected out here.
I've seen that commercial.
Yeah. Hey,
Volvo, kids all walk away from that.
Sponsor Volvo. We're ready.
Yeah, we need some sponsors. We need a Volvo. Hey, send some pictures about how your accident through a Volvo saved you and the kids.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, there you go.
So so okay, and
I got to watch that. I got to watch the second half of the game though. I did get to watch some of the game though after the fact. So
man,
I good for the most part.
Wait. Did you see the safety?
I didn't see the safety, no.
Okay. The most obvious safety call ever. When they call it dead based on forward momentum.
Yeah.
So to me, that would indicate moving forward. Okay. So if a quarterback is backpedaling to make a pass and then continues to backpedal as Uchenna pulls him into the end zone, at what point is there forward momentum?
Forward, yeah.
Yeah, none. There wasn't any. And it was the most frustrating, obvious call. I don't even know what the heck's going on.
Yeah, it's tough because if you look at it like if it was just a regular sack in the field, right? It's like usually it's like at the point of contact is where they're calling it down because that's where their, I guess, forward progress ends. But even in that situation, it seemed like he was in the end zone when he first got hit.
Right. And,
Yeah.
and Shanahan took him into the end zone. I mean, it was so obvious, you know. And you know, I don't get too excited about too many players, but dog, man, Uchenna, if he can stay healthy, he is going to be one of the top sack leaders in the league. I don't know how many he had last night. I know he should. Did they give him a sack for that?
I mean, should have been a sack though. Yeah,
should have been a sack.
They gave him one sack and a tackle for loss. So
okay, yeah. All right. So the week before he had 1.5. The week before that he had 2. I mean, the guy is just freaking. You know, our defensive front is just crazy good, and or maybe Texans are just bad, but we're doing it every week. Every week we're wreaking havoc on you know, on quarterbacks, which is fun.
You got to get pressure because it makes the defensive back's job a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
When you're able to get pressure, you know, with three down line, 4 linemen, you know, if you got to send blitzes out there, then you put a little bit more stress on the defense. But if you can get after the quarterback with 4, yeah, your defense is sitting nice, being able to have that pressure there.
Yeah. So this week, we just were talking about. We're gonna try and get another teammate of yours on, Matt
McCoy.
Matt McCoy.
Yeah.
So what's Matty Ice?
I mean, that was just the nickname that they called him when I got it there.
Well, because it usually comes from something, you know. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not sure where it came from, but yeah, Matt McCoy, good guy, good teammate. Yeah, it's gonna be a good conversation to have him on here.
Well, and you're leaving out the best part. It actually ties me in.
San Diego State alumni.
Yeah, that's right. There we go.
San Diego State, yeah. Hey, I would have if San Diego State had a track team, I would have went to San Diego State. I think so.
Yeah. Well,
I like the campus. I like the coaching staff during the time there. I was close to home. You know, not too far away. It's 2.5 hours, 3 hours, right? But I mean, yeah. I mean, it was. I like the proximity of it. Wasn't really big coming out of like the Pac-10 and the Mountain West, or are they Mountain West or Western Athletic?
Well, it depends.
I guess it depended on the time. Yeah.
Yeah, whack when I was there, but when you were there, it was probably Mountain West.
Might have been Mountain West. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like an opportunity to go play at the next level and stuff like that, and it was just like, yeah, proximity. I still wanted to run track, but I didn't want to run club track, so.
Oh, okay.
I had to take my talents to the U of O.
To
the rain, yeah.
You know what? I never realized how appropriate their mascots are. The Ducks and the Beavers. I mean, it's just Oregon. Everyone thinks it rains in Washington. It rains more in Oregon than anywhere. And I think I've shared this with you. San Diego State, I think it rained twice. And I remember coaches go, "Hey guys, it's raining. Just take it in."
Yeah.
We didn't even practice in that stuff.
Yeah. It's tough being in those areas where the weather changes so much because like you're in it. Like I mean, you're practicing in the rain.
Yeah.
Someone asked a question like we had practice. It rained. You know, when we had the rain a couple weeks ago, and a couple people were like, "You guys are still practicing in the rain?" Like, "Oh yeah, it's football. We got to practice in the rain because if it rains on game day, like what are you gonna do?"
Yeah.
I mean, like yeah. that off chance when it rains in Southern California during game day.
So anyway, so we're not having a guest this week, but we have a pretty special guest. So, and I don't know if anybody was paying attention to the intro. We usually do an abbreviated intro that was done for us by the Wands and by Kid Sensation.
Yep.
I mean, two phenomenal talents in the music industry who threw that intro together for us. And you know, it's fun listening to the words. I mean, it's actually really cool, and it's got that 80s throwback kind of vibe to it, you know. So we'll be bringing in the real Rob here in a little bit, and just maybe you can get him to what they call spit or rhyme. Is that what they call it? You know.
But yeah, spit or rhyme, bust a flow. You know, freestyle.
Yeah. So I don't know. You know, he does it all, man. So we ran into him, Pete. Producer Pete and I, when we were in Arizona, with our buddy Matt, a big supporter of the show. And I think he always says he takes credit for us doing this show, and it might be, I don't know. He's a big supporter of us, and I just agree with him. But he's a great cat, and we were there Monday night, but we're in Arizona, and this crazy cat comes walking up to us, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? He goes, hey, what's your name? He goes, I'm the real Rob. I go, oh, is that so? So he goes, yeah, I did this song. And we'll let him tell us about it, but great kid, and tons of energy. And we were at Marcus Trufant's event, and we went in there and hung out with Marcus and Ben. I think
Obamanu.
Yeah, Ben Obamanu, or was it Roy? And well, actually, Roy wasn't there that night. Yeah. So anyhow, and Rob's running around, and the one thing you don't want to do is give the real Rob a microphone unless you're ready for it, because he's going to give it to you. He's like on point, 100% ready to go. So we might have a little bit of time, but hey, let's talk about the game a little bit. So you're catching up a little bit on it, but man, I'll tell you, we just keep looking better and better. And that defense, if we can get healthy, it's going to be crazy.
Going into this bye week, getting that win, helps guys get to rest and recover. You get the week and a half, time frame. So we should come back ready to go to make this push in this back half of this season here for sure.
Yeah, but I don't know about you, but we've talked about this. We've talked about our over under on wins. We're already at 5. Yeah. We're going to be well over, and this is really going to suck. Well, what's going to happen next year is that I'm actually going to bet it, because last year I'm like, it was like a no-brainer. It was like 8 games or 8.5 or 7.5, whatever it was. I'm like, come on, we're going to win 10. Yeah. And then we did the same thing this year. We looked at it. We had Raphael on. It's Raphael's birthday, by the way. Our buddy, top odds maker in America, Raphael Sparza. Happy birthday to you. So he's not going to be here because his wife said he can't play. He has to do something with her. And I think it was 7.5 or 8 again this year. Yeah. Yeah. And I thought, man, that's like a layup. But I'm not going to pull the trigger because I'll jinx it. And so next year, I'm telling you, if we're
next year you'll pull the trigger.
Yeah, I'm going to pull the trigger, and then I'm going to screw the pooch, and then we're only going to win 7. I never win gambling on sports.
That's usually how it goes, though.
Yeah. Do you bet sports?
No, not really.
Yeah. Too many variables. So anyhow, we're looking good. But my point was I was getting to was the doggone Rams and the Niners. We're all tied at 5-2, right?
Yeah.
The freaking Niners.
With 2, yeah. Rams been playing solid too. Yeah. 5-2.
Well,
the NFC West is shaping up to be one of the best conferences in the league right now. So which is it's good and bad within that situation. Yeah. But having a competitive conference only it creates more competitive nature within your organization and within that team. The stakes are higher. You have to elevate your play. No one's backing down. Obviously, we let one escape us. Against the Niners early on, and they just find a way to win. That scheme that Shanahan has, the very efficient run game. The quarterback in there, Mac Jones, is took over for Purdy and is making it work with receivers that you're like, I don't even know who the guy is. No, and they're getting the job done. The defense was good. You have all pro linebacker Fred Warner's gone. For the foot. And so, but they're finding a way, next man up. That's kind of the model. That's kind of the situation. I think we're going through the same thing in our own aspect too, right? On the defense, guys are kind of hurt, banged up right now. We'll get them back in the coming weeks here, but guys are stepping up, and we're not necessarily dropping off from a competitive nature too far. Mm-hmm. We're able to stay in games and and still win games here. So as long as we get these guys back and things are continuing to move forward and the offense is gelling again, we still have a new quarterback that's run the show right now, and guys are still finding their groove. JSN is the best receiver in the league. I mean, he's the best receiver in the league right now. So, having that guy, keeping him healthy and just letting him do what he does, it's, he makes it tough on a lot of opposing corners that are out there, like his game.
Yeah. But you have to guy that can get him the ball. You could be a great receiver. But
but Sam is finding a way to get him the ball. I mean, it's not hard to get a ball when get the guy the ball when he's routing receiver corners up and is got a couple of steps on guys out there. So and he makes the impossible catches too, right? Guys covered on him and he finds a way to make the catch. I mean, that's a generational talent right there. That's why he was a first round pick. We're lucky that we're able to have that type of caliber player. Obviously, we let other receivers go because, we've seen that he was the future, at the receiver spot in the franchise. And obviously, you have a veteran with Cooper Kupp being able to continue to give his wisdom and insight of professionalism and, the more intricate aspects of studying the game at a high level. Because, Kupp's a very smart player. Obviously, he's had his deal with injuries and everything like that. But, that's a great guy to be able to learn and grow from. So you can kind of apply that because, again, JSN's only in the second year. So, sky's the limit for the guy.
I was talking about with some of the guys last night, and I remember, and I don't remember another first round receiver other than Brian Blades. And Brian Blades, came in and kind of took the baton from Largent, right? And there was that transition of Largent being the mentor, and the veteran. And Blades just coming in and from his rookie season had a stellar career with the Seahawks. And I could see that with the JSN, you said generational talent. Every once in a while, just one of those guys that makes a difference from the get-go and there hasn't been a drop off. It keeps getting better.
Yeah.
Right? And doesn't seem to have any attitude. Now, have you ever tried to dunk a ball on the goalpost?
Yeah, I've tried.
So I used to be able to dunk pretty well, but doing it because it's 10 foot, right? But doing it,
yeah. It's 10 plus, really, realistically. It's
okay. Because I'll tell you what, man, I did it, and it like squeaked over. It wasn't pretty, but I was like whatever 3'10", but I was still. When I played basketball, when I played pickup basketball, I could dunk pretty well.
Yeah.
JS, that kid was still like going up, like
he's explosive.
Yes, I don't know if you saw it, but man, I'll tell you what, I'm like, holy smoke, he made that look easy, and I don't think he's that tall. He's probably what 5'10".
Oh no, I think he's taller than that. I think he's at least 6'1".
Is he? He looks small. Anyhow, regardless, man, he made it look easy, and of course he got a penalty for it.
Hey, you're like 7 foot, man.
It's all relative. I'm just saying. So our defense looks good, offense looks good. The bye is a perfect time because I don't think we're that dinged up, but just to give the guys a rest, and bring our DBs in. Running game looks solid. Offensive line. I can't say enough that unit is really coming together. We got run game. Sam's got time for the most part. Every once in a while, there's a faux pas, there's a missed block, there's a guy gets beat or whatever it is. But that's going to happen in this league. The guys across from you are making $5 million a year too. It's not like anyone's going to sit back there and not get harassed a little bit. But what a market increase in performance over the past 5 years. And to see those guys coming together, and as young as they are, man, there's a really bright future for the five guys up front for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I'll tell you what.
And like you said, we haven't had the most dominant offensive line. That's never been the focal point within the Seahawks in the past, 15 years maybe, right?
Right.
Hutchinson and everybody was in there. So, being able to have a group that's kind of working together and showing more. I like to see us kind of probably maybe run the ball a little more. Just kind of being able to open up the pass game a little bit more. But again, we still have a lot of it's a whole lot of season left. A
Yeah.
whole lot of season left. So again, just gotta continue to stay healthy. Got to get guys back, and we can't lose to opponents that where we can be competitive to be able to win. Can't do that. Yeah.
So when we come back from the bye, I didn't look to see
we got the Commanders.
That's right. And of course that's gonna be a tough gig.
Yeah, I mean they're 3-2 right now.
Right, but there's a lot of talent there. I think that whenever we come up,
but Jay Daniels has also been hurt. He's been battling injuries.
Been dinged up, right, and under pressure. And my point is that anytime we're coming up against somebody that is a really strong offense, I love that matchup for us.
Yeah.
The ones that concern me are the really strong defenses, because we're still finding our groove a little bit, with a lot of different components. But anybody that comes in with a strong offense, I'd match up our defense against anybody. And that front, they're just going nuts. It's the interior guys, the exterior, Mafe, and all of them.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a lot of fun. And is that on the road?
That is on the road. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. It's gonna be in Washington. Well, I think it's
Yeah.
early in
So
the year.
coming off the bye, I mean, the biggest thing is going to be getting our legs back, having the bye, and then traveling across country there. I can see us probably potentially starting off slow, and then having to to get back on it. So
Right.
That's an opponent. I mean, they're 3-4, but you can't overlook them, right? I mean, it's still a lot of season left. I mean, they're gonna be. That's a team that's gonna be looking for a win. They're looking for a win, especially coming off the loss, against they played the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Division game right there. A big loss at that, 44-22. So
and
they're gonna.
Cowboys.
I mean, they play the Chiefs this week.
Yeah.
And then they have us. So I mean, depending on how that Chiefs game fares out, they could be sitting at 3-5. Really looking.
What are they now?
They're 3-4 right now.
Oh, they're 3-4.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good. What? We don't have a real strong schedule, do we? Our strength of schedule overall.
I don't know where it's rated.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty solid for the most part, though. I mean,
yeah. Well, I think everybody's is a little bit, but
yeah.
And to your point, our division is one of the top divisions. We have 3 teams on top at 5-2. There's a lot of divisions where the top teams are almost at 500, or one that's got a winning record. The AFC West. I love Denver, and I don't know what made me think of that, but because you think of the AFC West and the Chiefs, I don't know what they're at 500 or
they're 4-3, yeah.
Yeah, so they're figuring stuff out because that's what the Chiefs do, but the Chargers are struggling. Of course, the Raiders.
The Raiders are having a tough go right now.
Yeah, yeah. Did Pete? Did you guys ever have like a losing season with Pete?
Yeah, my rookie year. I think the 12s. No, we were 7-9.
Okay.
That first season, but we won the division because the division was so bad. We won the division.
Is that right?
7-9, under 500, and went to the
Wow.
playoffs. That was the craziest thing that I've ever experienced. It's like, oh, you can, and we won the first game against the defending champion, New Orleans Saints at home. That was kind of an eye opener of like, any given Sunday,
Right.
Things click at the right time, and
once you get to
the playoffs, the record doesn't even matter anymore.
No.
Because we played them earlier in the season and had a very close competitive game, and we feel like we can go in there and win. And surely enough, we did. And the Chicago game, kind of, it was 11 degrees. That was the coldest game I ever played in. It was fun, snowing. It was a fun game. But that was a game where we played them early in the season and beat them, and that was a game that we thought we could have won too.
Yeah.
And Matt Hasselbeck, he was out there just throwing dimes to guys, and the biggest thing in cold weather games, once those hands go and get stiff, it's hard to get them back. And so it's like, hands are like rocks. So, he's throwing them in there and guys are just, just popping out there. But he had a great game from, being able to get the ball out there. That was one to where, we were getting, at that point, NFC Championship game and then Super Bowl, and you talking about getting into the playoffs of 7-9, that would have been a crazy story to, if that would have gone that way.
Yeah, for sure. So, hey, let's bring in the real Rob and see what he's cooking up. Brother, what's going on?
What's going on, guys? I'm just hearing you guys talk about this Seahawks and what's been going on. I'm just like, I want to put my input too.
How you feeling about the team then?
Man, I feel amazing. I followed the draft. I did everything this year. I've been a lot more focused. I also coached some junior football, so I've been trying to get on both sides. I played as a kid, but I've never been on that coaching side. So now I have been, and this is my second year. Nice. So like having this extra knowledge, being on that sideline, right, and teaching players, it kind of like gives you another look on the field and another feeling about the players, right? So, being able to the preseason and everything, I was like, by week 5, I told everybody on my TikTok. I mean, everybody knows I post about the Seahawks every week, and I was like, by week 5, if offense don't got it figured out, then we might be in trouble. And week 5, it was a good week to get everything back to rolling. Played against a good Jags team, and this defense, man, it's top 5, number 1. It's going to be a number 1 defense by the end of the year, and that 4-man front, you guys saw what Mike McDonald can do when he actually applies pressure. In the beginning of the season, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was a lot of just 4-man front on the defensive line. There wasn't a lot of pressure. And then when we played the Jags, there was over 32 pressures, and you saw him go down 7 times, right? So it just shows when he actually blitzes, our front is like, unstoppable. So I'm really happy about this team. I see us over 10 wins for sure. You know what I mean? But I see us getting into these playoffs and taking the division.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting you bring that up and mention that because, I coach in high school football right now, and it's like we have all these different plays on defense that, you have a whole playbook that's open to you, but you're not just going out and running everything, right? So you kind of breadcrumbs here and there setting different opponents up. So when they're looking back at the past 4-game breakdown, they're like, okay, this is what they're running, and they're not anticipating, some new blitzes or new coverages that you might put in there, and you catch them off guard and take advantage of them, especially if they're not able to adapt. But now that team knows that you have that in your arsenal, but then now you can kind of build off of that, showing different looks and kind of imitating that and bring someone off the backside and stuff like that. So, I think it's, to your point, he's, we're 7 games in, and he threw some more pressures in there. Now we go to a bye week. Now we kind of rest, dial some things up, new on offense, new things on defense that teams haven't seen. And, we're going to need some of that stuff going into Washington, being able to try to get that win. And, you give teams something to think about as we kind of make this stretch into this third quarter of the season.
Yeah, that pressure that we're bringing, man, it's crazy. Like I said, just the offense, we're finding our groove. I think Sam is figuring it out. There's a little things in there, a little bit protecting that ball, stuff like that. But JSN's that man, and I really think we're dying for one of these other receivers need to pop out other than Cup. We need that real number 2 receiver, right? I feel like we don't have it. We're just using that tight end package a lot in JSN. And run game, Zach and K9 splitting a lot of the takes. So there's not one running back really getting a workhorse, a load, right? So it's a cool little scheme that they're trying to do right now and split up all the work with everybody. We'll see what's going to be in store with the next couple of weeks. I think we're steamrolling after bye week. We're just steamrolling the rest of this season. We're going to be just running over teams the rest of the season.
Yeah, and I think we knew it was going to be a tight end by committee just because of the number we're carrying, and that's because of the offensive scheme we're running, right? Multiple tight end sets, fullback, running back, one receiver sets, and I love it. It's helped our offensive line tremendously when they're boxed in with tight ends on either side. They're not out on an island. They're able just to kind of come off the ball, focus, and do our double team or our zones. our inside zone with Charbonnet, our outside zone with K9, and they just come off the ball, and it's kind of nice. And then as they get better, then we could branch the tight ends out a little bit, and spread the offense a little bit. But for right now, man, I'm looking down that line, and there's 5, 6, 7 guys on the line of scrimmage for us, and it's working, So if it ain't broke, just keep it going, Let those young guys get some games under their belt.
Amen. No shade, but we won that trade. Just saying, no shade, but we won the trade, right? We won the trade. Sorry, Gino. Great seasons with us, but I think we came on top with a lot of these trades. With the Russ trade, I mean, we capitalized with Gino, and now we're capitalizing with Sam. Great coaching staff, man. John Schneider is a really smart dude, and I think he knows what he's doing with the Seahawks. That's why they extended him.
Yeah. Well, we agree with you. So, all right, Rob, we gave you the long version of our intro, just because of your musical prowess. What'd you think of it?
I was rocking out. I love Kid Sensation, and his little group. I'm actually tied in with them. They're actually I'm invested with their burger joint with them, Secret Burger Kitchen. Some of you guys have heard of that out here, local burger chain out here. So him, Maha, Raji, Kid Sensation, they're all invested into it with us. So I actually I talk to Maha all the time. I don't, Kid Sensation's a little more busy. I saw him at the Seattle All-Star, but they're awesome, dude. That song, I was in here like, okay, this brought me back for sure. Like when the chorus came in, I was like, okay, they really brought their flavor in that old school vibe with the Hawk Talk song. So Kid Sensation, man, great person. The whole little ECP Emerald City Posse label that they're building, they're putting new music out, music videos and stuff like that. They're great, awesome people, man. It's been an amazing journey. I've met them. I'll be in the studio with them very soon. So
nice.
But yeah, we out here working, man. I'm getting tied in with them really good.
Yeah, no shush. This is where you give it. That's where you give.
I know. That's why I just do that for fun. Yeah. So we're gonna be in the studio soon. I'm gonna be working on a couple songs with them. I got my producer. We're gonna put in some new flavor with it because I'm not like that old boom bop stuff, but they are. So I'm gonna try and we're gonna mix it up a little bit, put some new school flavor with it a little bit, and blend it in so we can get up to the masses. Right? We need to get to this social media. We need to get to the younger audience. And that's what I'm going to be stepping in and trying to get into the middle of it so we can really get stuff moving out here in the Emerald City, right? So it's a great thing to do with these guys. I love them.
So Walt, are you familiar with the Real Rob's anthem, the 12's anthem?
No.
It's all right. It's all right. I got entertainment ready for you guys. Man.
I'm like, we got it set up. And he's like, I got the mic right now. Play it. We do it live.
I have it set up. I actually have it set up ready, man. I got the song ready. So I do weekly songs every week. So I do a song about who we're playing. So make sure you give me on Instagram or TikTok. But I do a new song every week for pregame. So every week it's a 1-minute song so I'll be coming up with the next one. So it'll be Seattle versus Commanders, right? So that will be dropped within the weekend before we play that game. I do it every week. So I'm going to give you my Houston song, Seattle versus Houston song, because we put the BTA on them. It's 1 minute, and then we'll go right into the land of the 12s because it's easy. But I want you to get a little flavor of everything we got. We get a double special on here. So let's run it. Shout out Pete, man. Pete took care of me in the background. We made sure we had the audio, everything was sounding crisp. So we're going to make it a show. Come on. Here we go. Shout out my producer, man. He makes all my beats. So it's time to get loud, Lumen. We do for a W. All that pressure we was bringing, that we doing it double. Shannon feel like a bandicoot way he crashed. D-Log will handle business in the city of the Hawks. Don't keep it tripping when you see him by Ron Murphy in your way. Mike put the blitz on. CJ better get some space. I really hope you hungry. Only turf is on your plate. This the music sound. Get them Texans out my face. At the EQC with my 12s, you turning up. When I say C, all of y'all better say Hawks. C. Yeah, let them stop in our city. We flying the ring with this dub. Sam with the hand cannon and JSN plays like Madden. Up, down, left, right, XX, Y, cause he's having. Hey, yo, Marcus, I heard you might still have it. What's it gonna take for you to strap up that helmet? Let's go, man. That's my week 7 song right there. I love it because when we win, man, it just goes crazy and the city loves it. My Instagram, my TikTok, every week they're just like waiting for my weekly songs.
Nice.
Awesome. But yeah, that's a little taste of what I do every week. But the song that we're really here for
Wait,
is Atlanta 12.
Rob, hold 1 second. Hold 1 second. Well, who's the cat that joins us every year? Fan of the year. You know what I'm talking, Rob. You know what I'm talking about.
Norb.
He wears the hair and the
Norb Cam.
Norb.
Yeah.
You like Norb?
I mean, I'm familiar. I mean, I've reached out, but everyone's got their own lane, right? I'm just going to stick with mine. I tried reaching out. I get a lot of people like commenting on all my stuff, man. You should do something with Norb. I've reached out. I've tried my thing. I've done my work. But you know what? I'm going to just put my foot on the ground and do what I got to do. And if they want to work with me, they'll work with me. All I can do is ask, right? And if I receive, I receive. If not, I'm gonna keep it going, So Norb Cam is cool. I followed him ever since a couple years ago, I like what he does. Anything that has to do with people repping the Seahawks in the city, I will support no matter what. Anything that's local, because I'm born and raised here, man, and I never have no hate for anybody that's putting on for the city.
Well, you know what? Because like you said, you said it exactly. Because everyone talks about being in their own lane, and you're right. Mm-hmm. Norb is a completely different deal, but to have a collaboration of two separate things, right? And whoever leads it, whoever then adds a flavor to it, whatever it is, it's all in fun. It's supporting the team together. He's got a huge following. You're building your following. You guys are working together to support each other. It's not like a competition,
Yeah, man, I would love to work with him. I have
because we've had Norb on and we have fun with him because he does some really kind of crazy stuff. It's almost like an acting, like a Weird Al Yankovic kind of thing, because he does like a play off a song, and then integrates the Seahawks stuff. Yours is more like raw and original stuff. But I think to me, it would be fun to watch the two of you, the two different, completely different flavors, completely different lanes, but for the same purpose. And I'll reach out to him and say, man, maybe just check in with Real Rob and see what you guys can do for fun. And maybe we'll get you both on the show and do something crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, I would love to. Like I said, it's all for it. I just had on the last game, I did week 7 with you saw the week 7 song I did with Mar. Mar, he was a great dude. I met him in Arizona for the first time, real humble person. Him and his wife, and he actually lived close to me, and we talked in Arizona. And I was like, you know what, bro? I was like, I meet people personally, get that connection. I was like, man, let's do the next weekly song together. So we did that weekly song about the Jags. Or was it the Jags? No, it was the Bucks. We lost the game, but we did the weekly song together. And we're gonna do. Hey, man, you can't, that's why I do a pregame song, because I'm trying to hype up the fans, because I'd rather not rap about negativity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'd rather keep everything 100% positive. So when we win, I can play this song that I made weekly every day, right? All week long now, because we beat Houston. So Monday, Thursday, Friday, I can do a new clip using my Houston weekly song because we BTA, But that's my strategy, man. And just giving the 12 something to rock with every week, because we need to bring the real 12th man identity back. Because after that second Super Bowl loss, it really took us down, and it really left us. And I've seen it. I've seen it in the tailgates. I've seen it in the stadium already since last few years. I've been to a lot of games, and you can just tell the vibe went down when they were just so upset. We didn't run that ball. The play will haunt us for the rest of our life, right? But the thing is, they don't understand, as I tell my fans in my life all the time, like, how could you guys fall victim to hating our team when we went back to back? Like, not a lot of teams do that. I don't care about the L. We went back to back. Like, that's something to be huge proud about, because not a lot of teams do that. So I try to keep my fans rolling and keep the energy up, and forget about the 1 yard line thing, man. Like, we made it back to back. Not a lot of teams do it.
There you go. All right, give us a little taste of the 12s.
You want the land of the 12s? So land of the 12s, man. I'll give you a little backstory. I started it last year. I did the 12s anthem, and I decided, you know what? I hear all these team anthems, 49ers, all these, and they never really give props to like a lot of the players. And so I was like, they kind of do like the most popular stuff in their songs. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and mention as many players as I can in my song. As many as I can. I have 20 plus players. I even have John Snyder and Mike McDonald in the song. That's how in depth I went into my verse and my lyrics, because I want to make sure I can fit all these guys in there, give whoever I can their flowers. Now, I wish I could put them all, you know what I mean? But it's hard as a challenge as a rapper to do that, right? But it's all good. I took the challenge on. I put a lot in there.
Rob, what rhymes with DeRocher? That's all I know. See, I stumped
you. Okay, so it might not rhyme. It might not be a word, but it's like approacher. Like I'm gonna go approacher, or like there's certain you could put syllables together to make it go. There might not be like one word because you have a 2-syllable last name.
Yeah.
So
well, but hey, Rob, when you say approach her, that sounded a little creepy.
I know. But I'm thinking as a rapper, you know. I'm thinking as a rapper. I make hip hop music, not just Seahawks songs.
Approach her. I'm like, oh no, that's like creepy.
Hey yo, Dave the Roaster, you better go approach her.
hey, you know, oh, that's right. You didn't meet Emery. Emery wasn't.
Or you can, Dave the Roaster, you better go roaster. Like you can do anything. You can flip it around. And you don't have to approach her, but you can go roaster. You can get on her head. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
All right.
But the whole thing about behind the land of the 12s is giving something for all the fans to turn up to and have fun with, and we have it for the whole season all year long. And I put in a lot of groundwork, man. I went to a lot of training camps. Even if I didn't get to go to the training camps, I went down to the Renton Landing where all the 12s are, you know, loading up in the buses. I got my speaker walking around, just bumping my song, getting everybody turned up, passing out business cards to everyone so they can get the 12s anthem. I work, man. I don't just sit here and not be outside. I don't sit in my room, man. I go outside and get in front of all our 12s and give them something to be excited and happy about for the Seattle Seahawks. And that's what I want to bring. And like I said, bring that 12-man identity back. That's the goal, right? Get everybody back on board. Home field advantage needs to come back. Okay? Home field advantage needs to come back. And we got the dub. And like I said, we're going to be steamrolling the rest of the season. This is Land of the 12s, everybody. The real Rob. Ah! All right, look. When we punch them in the mouth, all they see is blue and green. Put the 12s up in your face when we rep it for the team. Yeah, we posted in Seattle 206 where we beat the big old state. P&W, evergreen and go see. This is the land of the sea. You couldn't fly with the sea. Walk them down with the sea. All right, look. I feel like Bill Roll with Sam Darnold, that's Jordan. Stepping on this field on white police, they Air Forces. Slice up defenses, turn them into corpses. Got cut wide open, don't need to force it. JSN, toes tapping in the end zone. Betty drop 100 every game, going beast mode. We need more, Bo. Yeah, that's the cheat code. Don't need to be home, we love beating up the road. We some dogs. Unleash the K9, he can do a flip and run you over at the same time. Dogs. Unleash Charbonnet, that's the hitman, putting the defense in the grave. Cross, Gray, Zabel, Abraham, and Olu. If you on the other side, I really hate to be you. AJ, Elijah, and Tori, this is crazy. What Mike and John got going on is when we punch them in the mouth, all they see is blue and green. Put the 12s up in your face when we rep before the team. Yeah, we posted in Seattle 206 where we beat the big old state. P&W, evergreen, and go see. This is the land of the. You couldn't fly with the. Walk them down with it. All right, here's defense now. Here's defense. I feel like love when I hit. Knock him out his teeth, don't be playing with Reek. He abandoned, he gon' flip. Catch the ball about the soul and he just vanished with the shit. Better watch your QB Leo, got a bounty on his head. LOB back, baby knocking hats off. Murphy and Reed rush like attack dogs. Don't be running from the Jones. He ain't sliding there alone with his movement, catching bodies, playing in his own life. Hey, this is the 12's house. Imam Worry bringing Bam back out. Hey, and we don't like those. Rams, 49ers, Arizona. If you think you finna run it, we call on Tyrese and don't you dare air it out. Just call me by the preaching. If you sit up in that pocket, my face is gonna eat. It's a buffet for this defense, and we bringing all the heat. When we punch them in the mouth, all they see is blue and green. Put the toys up in your face when we rip it for the team. Yeah, we posted in Seattle 206 where we beat the big old state. P&W, evergreen, and go see. This is the land of the. You couldn't fly with the. Walk them down with us. We make them all say it. That's Land of the 12s right there, man. I really hope you like that, Walter, man. It's an honor to be able to give you that. Man. It's an honor to give you all this energy and this real 12-man power that I got. Okay? They got to put that Superman 12 man on my chest because I'm going to be that man, okay?
Yeah.
My ultimate goal, man, I want that 50-yard halftime performance. We'll never know if it'll ever happen, but my fans are showing a lot of love, and we're trying to get it out there, man. They tag the Seahawks every week.
Hey, Rob,
like that. What do you think?
So Gav Ross, and Gav Ross is new, man. You're bringing some new blood. He needs that song. So put up the QR code. Where do they download that?
All you got to do, if you go to my Instagram, RealRob100, or just look up Land of the 12s anywhere. It's on Spotify, iTunes.
Wow, Spotify.
It's on iHeartRadio, Pandora. It's everywhere you can get and listen to music. It's there, anywhere, all over the world. A lot of people listen to it. I got fans from across the country that listen to this, man. It's awesome. My TikTok is really booming, so I'm almost at 10,000 followers, and I guarantee you about 10,000 of those followers, 80% of them are all Seahawks fans.
Nice.
Hey,
so we're building crazy.
So Rob, you were in Arizona. I know you had you got some support to get down there. Do you have any plans on making it down to LA for the takeover?
So I'm gonna try, man. Like I said, like I'm a stay-at-home dad. Like I'm not gonna hide my life. Like I stay at home dad. I get to watch my son.
Nice.
I worked for a good 3 years of my life. You know, was just busting my butt when we lived in California, and then when we moved back after we had my son, my girlfriend was like, "I want you to take some time off." I mean, she offered it, and I was like, "Are you sure?" Because like I hate not working, but she just wants me to be there for our son right now because she missed working after being pregnant and taking care of our son for like 3 years straight. She just missed working and getting out there. So I was happy to be able to work together with her. She's like, "I want you to stay at home dad for a little bit." Right. Like, "I got it." And I was like, "Are you sure?" All right. Because she knows I still make money on the back end. I do producing, engineering, vocal stuff, Seahawks stuff, internet money, right? But anyways,
you work with Vitamin D?
Who's
Vitamin
that?
D? Engineer, producer engineer out of Seattle there?
No, man, I do everything right here out of my bedroom. I've never heard of him. No, I never heard of him. Like I did a lot of work, man. I'm a lot of in the local, the 253 area. I did a lot of more stuff in Tacoma. I would say that got a lot of more fans and artists that I work with out there. Okay. I don't know if you ever heard of Louis MKF, but he's a local Tacoma artist out here. He's pretty big, man. I appreciate him and support him a lot. We actually have a show. I'm also in entertainment business, cash only entertainment. So I also do little shows on the side. Got my very first one in December. But anyways, Land of the 12s. We're getting off topic. I forgot the question again, Dave.
No, I was going to ask you if you're going to be able to make it down to the
December
Rams
18th.
game and the Rams takeover.
So, like he said, my fans got me to Arizona. Okay, I got back from California. I proposed to my fiance, and I just tied on funds. Right, I don't ask her to do anything. I don't ask her to pay for my plane tickets, nothing, because I want to figure it out myself.
Right.
So I just posted on Instagram, and I was like, "Yo, like I got an invite from Kenny Burns. Shout out Kenny Burns, man, real cool guy. Yep. We've made a great connection together, man. Yep. Great person to know. He's an awesome person. He said, "Yo, if you can get out here, you could perform at my event." I was like, "All right." And I was like, "Man, I was tight notice, right?" It was like about 2-3 weeks away, and I was like, "It's a tight notice, man." So you know what? Let me see if I can raise the money, because when I moved to California, my fan base raised my rapping fan base before the Seahawks song ever happened. Just my music fan base and family. They raised me money to move to California. They helped donate money. Even Lofa Tutupu did. I have a great relationship with Lofa too. I did a song for one of his companies. I don't know if I could say it on here, but anyways.
Lofa, actually, Lofa was we reached
1937 Farms. He's a co-owner of the 1937 Farms Cannabis. So I did a song for them a few years ago, and he donated money to my family to get to California. Well, like I said, did the same thing for Arizona. I was like, you know what? Let me see. I've been getting so much emotion with the 12s and the Seahawks. I'm getting so much love. Like, they just want to support me and see me put on for the Seahawks. So I was like, let's try it out. Posted everywhere. Like, yo, like, just throw me some Cash App, $1. I was like, if I can get like 1,000 people to donate $1 within 2-3 weeks, I'm solid. I can get there. That's $1,000, right? $1 from each person. And then boom, it just within 2 days, I already had my hotel and my flights booked.
Well, hey, let's throw it out there, man. We got some 12s that follow us.
So December 18th, man. All I need. Okay, so California is my second home. I have tons of family. I have friends out there. I've created amounts of connections out there. So I got a place to stay. I got rides, drives, whatever I need in California. If anybody would like to donate, We can do a little something with Hawk Talk. Maybe we'll post like they get me out there. All we need is a flight taken care of. Everything else I got. If we can get a flight taken care of, I'm there December 18th at what was it called? The tavern?
Yeah, no, well, with Wild Goose, but
Or
we'll
is it a
probably
different
do
one?
something with Cedric at the backstage.
Okay.
Ced is the master of SoCal, you know, and we're just like riding along with him. We're doing an Orange County thing, but when it comes to LA, that is Cedric 100%. He does a takeover tailgate, and it's like being in Seattle. It's rows and rows of just Seattle fans and Seattle flags, and he has a DJ. Oh my gosh. I'm not good with names tonight. Well, his DJ though.
I'm not sure who DJ was.
Yeah. So sorry, brother, because you know
right.
we know we hang out. But I'm just saying that
like,
you would be like on stage there, and maybe
anywhere,
somebody,
stage, in the
Rosie or
street, it
somebody
don't
can
matter.
chime in because Rosie is a big Cedric. She goes to the backstage all the time. I know Rosie's been following us along.
And shout out Rosie, man. She's been showing a lot of love. She's got
she was
she's
she
awesome.
was there with Margaret. You know, they're everywhere.
Great people, man.
And so anyhow, we'll reach out to some of the people that follow us, and maybe we can get you down here because
maybe we'll put together. I'll put together a little flyer together. We'll do like a little quick donation. Hawk Talk, Real Rob, get Rob down there so we can have fun and turn up all the.
We'll get it to Pete, and Pete will post it, and we'll see what we can do because, like I said, you were definitely a lot of fun, a lot of positive energy. You didn't stop the whole time, but it was all good. And we appreciate you coming on board. I know you just already kind of dropped a lot of the places where you are. Tell people where they can find you, where they can follow you. Do that one more time, and then send it to because Pete has your info too. You know, make sure you send it to Pete, and we'll put it up on blast. So you know we can try to get you down here.
No problem. November. Well, anyways, my name is The Real Rob. I'm a local Seattle hip hop artist. You can find me on Instagram at Real Rob 100, real as in REAL, and then on TikTok, which is one of my biggest Seahawks platforms. TikTok and Instagram are like the name ones, the for sure platforms you want to give me. So on TikTok, it's Good Seahawks, as well. The reason why it's Good Seahawks, me and my co-host, my cousin, we have our own podcast network called It's Good Network for sports in general, all sports. So I run the It's Good Seahawks on TikTok, and then my personal Real Rob 100 on Instagram, and Land of the 12s is everywhere. You can go to the link in my bio on TikTok or on Instagram. It'll take you to my leak tree, and you'll see everything that you can find, even the Land of the 12s merch right here. This is my sweater, 1 of 1. So if you guys want a little spicy, a little something sauced up, little new Seahawks merch, right here, my website is in the link tree as well, man. You can support anyway, and that's also another way to support, to get me down there.
Yep.
You buy merch, that goes, so I get some money off of that, right? And I can put that towards getting to the next Seahawks event or getting to the next Seahawks game. That's what I raise all this money for, to do Seahawks stuff.
Rob, does that Seahawk have a grill?
Yeah, he does. That's fire, huh? I'm a rapper, man. You know what I mean? I'm a rapper. I like kind of stuff. I like some swag. You know, I'm a skateboarder. I used to be a skateboarder. You know, I do a lot of stuff like that. You know, I grew up listening to all the old school stuff, and my dad was a huge music head.
I tell you, I know you spent some time with Pete, producer Pete, and helping him with, what's that thing that we don't do? TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And you shed some light on that for him, and I think he got us up there. I don't know.
Yeah, he's been posting. Yeah, we've
really
some posts made. Yeah, there's been some posts made. Yep.
Wow. All right. Well, we gotta post this and
then I make sure I tag him up here and post it. I do with you guys too, man. I'm trying to spread that love. But yeah, man, you got to be on every platform.
Paul, did you know we're on TikTok now?
TikTok.
Yep. Well, we are. So. You're not on it though, are you?
TikTok.
I'm not on TikTok.
No.
It's a good way. I'm telling you, it spreads to the masses a lot bigger than Facebook and Instagram could ever.
Yeah, for sure, right.
It doesn't focus on your algorithm, so.
Yeah, we'll work on it. But we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we're on YouTube, and it's all Hawk Talk 12, all the same. And like I said, keep an eye out for our new streaming collaboration. That'll be coming out soon, where we're going to be on Roku and a bunch of other channels, and we're actually going to have our own channel that will be streaming in perpetuity all the time, all the shows. So sponsors, man, if you want to sponsor and you want to have your name on blast with a former Seahawks players and great guests like the real Rob, reach out to us because we're going to start bringing on subscribers and some other deals. Sponsors. They subscribe because I want to give some
subscribe to Hawk Talk. Subscribe. You better get them on every platform. Whatever you got to do, go find Hawk Talk. TAWK. It's not TALK. It's talk with the W like a hawk, baby.
That's it.
Marcus
we're gonna get Walt to sign this. Earl Thomas is on here. Marcus Trufant's on here. Ben Umabano's on here. We can get Walt on here. We can really turn this into a nice deal. So when we get our subscribers, as we give stuff away, man, we give some really cool autograph stuff away. And anyway, hey, it's been an hour. It's been another hour, Walt.
Flying by,
buddy. And what new do you have going? Anything new? Any new as far as your nonprofits or what you're doing with youngsters?
Just on the coaching. We just started a softball a couple weeks ago. But then this weekend we play Saturday at SoFi, a league game. We got 2 league games left. Playing at SoFi Saturday.
Nice.
And then we get this win here. Then we're competing for a league championship next week. So
very good.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah. Walt's always doing great stuff with the kids. Hey guys, appreciate you. Another great show. Thanks for joining us, Rob. And we'll keep you posted on how things are progressing, and hopefully we get you down here for the big Rams game, and keep you in front of our fans. And that's all I got from now. We'll see you all next week. Next week's a bye week, but we do this every Tuesday. So we'll see you next week, and go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks. Let's go.
Right on.